Narcs, HTLM on Instagram. Narcs Hate They Love Me on TikTok. NarcsHateTheyLoveMe at gmail.com. The email will be in the video description, and that's for coaching purposes only, all right? Coaching purposes only, all right? I'm in a group online called Narcissist Anonymous 101, and I'm going to share a post and a lot of the comments that I received under my post. I was testing the group 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. And I'm going to hit on some things. This is one of them videos where you'll have to go back and look at. I promise you will, because it's going to help you out a lot. All right. I'm here to help you. I'm Narcs Hate They Love Me. I'm on your team. All right. I'm on your team. You hear me? I'm on your team. All right. Again, I'm Narcs Hate They Love Me. I put a post in there. After the awareness of the narc, right? After you become aware about narcissism, now you know a little bit of something about it. Now what? Because a lot of you all were in long-term relationships. Some of you in short-term, and you're stuck. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere no time soon. You still got something that's on your back, and looking at these narc videos ain't been helping you. Yeah, everybody is focused on the narc. Everybody is focused on the narc. And I'm no stranger to the narc. Those of you that subscribe to me, those of you that I've brought insight to, I've done sessions with, you know I'm no stranger to the narc, but it's about time. Life goes on. Like Tupac say, life goes on. Like A-Ball and MJG say, life goes on. All right. So some of the responses, and I wrote them down, that I got on the post. I wrote them down here. Somebody said, now remember the question is, after the awareness of narc, now what? Somebody said, reflect, heal, carry on. They didn't say how. How do you reflect? How do you heal? How do you carry on? These are common questions that people ask every single day because they don't even know how to begin to do this thing called heal. All right. Somebody else said, look at narc videos. Oh, that's not bringing you into a space of healing. All right. Looking at narc videos only magnifies the problem. You need a resolution for the problem. Otherwise, you're going to be having a problem on you. And you ain't going to be able to shake it. You ain't going to know how to shake it. Somebody else say, I'm gonna address some of this stuff. With God, purpose, logic, wisdom, and discernment. What if I don't believe in God? That just throws that out the window. And these are good comments, they are, but it doesn't go in depth. We need to go in depth as to what needs to be done. That's what I was looking for somebody to do, and nobody did it. All right. Run for your life and ask God to heal you. What if I run for my life, but again, I don't believe in God? Just because my physical body or my temple has left the situation and the predicament doesn't mean that my mind will not remain there. All right. Somebody else said, repent, restore, rebirth, develop, discover. How do I repent? What am I restoring? How do I develop? What do I discover? I mean, these are short answers that don't rectify, they don't bring any clarification or insight to the problem. I'm trying to move on after narcissism. How do I do it? Somebody said, leave, spend your life regretting, leave or spend your life regretting that you didn't do so. Good answer. But once you leave, like I say, the physical has left. The mind is still there. The mind is there to play all kind of tricks on you because you've been trauma bonded. Yeah. You got some soul ties. Yeah, this thing's spiritual. You fighting against something you can't see. It's there, but you can't see it. Meaning it's supernatural. All right. Never fall for them again. Well, the thing about that answer, and again, these are good comments, but I have to tackle this thing deeper. I'm NHTLM. I ain't here to play. All right, never fall for them again. You didn't realize that you fell for them once. So if you do fall again, you won't realize it until you fall, until it's too late. All right. Now we are getting our power back, inner soul awareness. Well, how are we getting our power back? How do I become more aware of my inner self? Love yourself. How? Forgive yourself. How? How? What does that say? Find self. How? Heal self. How? Help someone else find themselves. How? If you didn't tell me how I could find myself, how am I going to help somebody else and I can't help myself? Focus on your energy. You can go and lead a narc and focus all on your energy, but your mind is somewhere where it ain't supposed to be. On who? The narc. Whether you can help it or not, it's going to be on that narc if you don't have anything concrete to put into play. Somebody put time to party. Really? Really? Go party. All you're doing is masking your pain. When you get right back to yourself and by yourself, all the same fogginess, the same mindset dawn and dwell right back on you. Because you were out there partying, masking the pain, distracting yourself. From seeking a solution. You were distracting yourself. Partying is not a solution. All right, it's a way to deviate from making yourself sit down and come into terms as to what needs to be done with yourself. All right, somebody else said, and then I'm going to add to that. Some of you do go party. And you get out here on these drugs and you get out here feeding yourself, feeding your temple, putting anything in your temple. And then you get caught up while you out. And you end up in a worse predicament that you were in before you went out. Somebody said, leave or they will destroy you. Okay, you can leave. That goes back to the physical body. Even if you left, it don't mean they can't destroy you because your mind is what's on the table. That's what matters the most. Mind, body, soul. Those are 3 dimensions that we live in. We live in a 3-dimensional world. All right. So I'm gonna say this to the ones that want to know how. How do I even begin to heal? How do I do this? You got to wake up, y'all. Every single day, you got to choose to be happy. You got to choose to be positive. You got to know that life is going to be life. It's going to happen, right? Some negative obstacles are going to come up, like some obstacles you're going to have to overcome. You're going to have to face and overcome. But you learn how to deal with them. You learn how to adjust. You learn how to adapt. See, somebody toxic, they just survive, right? Narcissists just survive. But see, you have the ability to pull the positive out of anything that arises in your life that you're not prepared for. So you have the ability to pull out the positive in any given situation, and you operate on a higher frequency. The reason why you operate on that higher frequency is because you have a focus in mind. You have a goal in mind, whether it's short-term or long-term. And usually when you operate on a high frequency, you're moving from a place of wisdom. And people that are toxic, they can't move like you. They're not going to even move. They're not going to gravitate towards you. They don't want anybody like you in their circle because they wake up broken. Broken people, all they can see in any situation, every situation is negativity. They have no hindsight. I've said this before. They have no hindsight, no insight, and no foresight. All right? So you got to understand whatever you wake up to, whatever you focus on. I did a video on this a while back. Whatever you focus on tends to expand. So if you're focusing on somebody that wronged you, right? You waking up looking at narc videos, somebody that wronged you. That's what's going to occupy your mind. And when you magnify a problem, When you magnify a problem, it will consume you. It'll take over you. That's when you get emotional and you don't have any sense of logic. You get emotional. You can only see what's not going to work. Why it's not going to work. Instead of the other side of the coin. It's two sides to a coin. You got heads, you got tails. All right? But how is that healing? How is that healing? Just magnifying the problem, talking about the narc all day. It's good YouTube channels on the narc. I'm not saying that everybody's ready for this video that I'm bringing right now. But for the ones of you that are, how is that healing? What is that going to do to help you heal? Nothing. A problem will remain a problem until you seek a resolution, all right? I talked to somebody the other day. Talked to somebody the day before yesterday evening. I asked, I said, what are your goals? Because she said, look, I don't have any hobbies. I said, well, what are your goals? I don't have any goals. Well, what are your no short-term goals, no long-term goals, no nothing? Nah. So this lady here that I'm talking about, and you probably gonna see this video, young lady. You know who I'm talking to. You know I'm talking to you. If you don't have no goals, you don't have no purpose. You have no will to live. So of course you're going to sit around and wonder how you can fix somebody that can't be fixed. It's not your responsibility to fix anybody but yourself. All right. Y'all got to understand it, and I keep saying it and saying it and saying it. When somebody has control over your mind, they have control over your emotions, over your purpose, over your will to live. You have nothing to look forward to. They have your temple. They have everything about you. And to add, watch what you putting over in your body. If you putting a lot of grease, fried foods, starches, things of that nature, and you're not doing it in moderation, it's every single day you're always eating out, you're going to affect your mindset. That's going to affect your mindset, your decision making, your mood. It's going to also affect who gravitates towards you and what kind of energy you put out. Watch yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your temple. You got to take care of you first. Fuck the narc and fuck any other body that's toxic. You don't need them around you. They don't bring any kind of value to you. They don't teach you anything worth knowing. You can, everything they teach you, you can about go out and figure that out for yourself. All right, so watch what you eating. All right. Now, some of you have low self-esteem. You have no sense of self. Some of you are addicted to pain. When people do you wrong, you're addicted to it because you don't have any self-esteem. You don't feel worthy. You don't feel anything about yourself until you go and share your problems and your traumas. You go dump that off on somebody else. And they magnify that problem. And oftentimes you vent to the wrong people. So they pour gasoline, or they pour what I call gas or fuel on a fire. They don't give any resolution. They don't give anything beneficial to you that allow you to grow. They don't. They don't know. Watch that shit. Protect your energy. You ever heard somebody say that? Protect your energy at all costs. Watch that shit, because now it's coming to a place to where when I say recalibrate your mind, and y'all have heard me say this, y'all have seen me type this, recalibrate yourself, your mind, you have to come into a new season of self. Now you have a new season of self, a healthier way of thinking, a healthier way of maneuvering, so that you can ultimately accomplish what you feel like you need to accomplish in order to make you a better you. All right. Narcs Hate They Love Me. I hope you guys understand this. I hope it helps somebody. I leave you with peace. I leave you with love. And you have all the power in the world. All right. You take care of yourself. And if you want to reach out to me, do so at the email in the video description. All right. Peace. Take care. Bow. Love you.